world is all messed up. The nation is sick. Trouble is in the land, confusion all around.
Here in America, our differences aren't supposed to matter. Here, we're promised equal protection under the law. Nothing complicated about that. That promise has not been realized, not even close.
By the time Martin Luther King had come, the work had already been laid out. People have already paid a price. Folk were still being hung. And in this very present day, they're hanging men and women on trees just like they did 40, 50, 60, and 70 years ago.
I feel that nonviolence, organized nonviolent resistance is the most powerful weapon that oppressed people can use in breaking loose from the bondage of oppression.
And then I heard the voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on an old radio. He was talking about the philosophy and discipline of nonviolence. He said we are all complicit when we tolerate injustice. He said it is not enough to say it will get better by and by. He said each of us has a moral obligation to stand up, speak up, and speak out. When you see something that is not right, you must say something. You must do something. Democracy is not a state. It is an act.
This is where they fought the Battle of Gettysburg. 50,000 men died right here on this field, fighting the same fight that we're still fighting amongst ourselves today. This green field right here, it's painted red, bubbling with blood of young boys, smoke, and hot lead pouring right through their bodies. Listen to their souls, man. I killed my brother with malice in my heart, hatred, destroyed my family. You listen. You take a lesson from the dead. If we don't come together right now on this hollow ground, we too will be destroyed.
I am a Muslim, and a Hindu, and a Christian, and a Jew, and so are all of you. When you wave those flags and shout, you send fear into the hearts of your brothers.
You know what I want to think of myself? As a human being. Because, I don't want to sound like, as Confucius say, but under the sky, under the heaven, man, there is but one family. It just so happened, man, that people are different.
One of the foot soldiers was a woman who said she was 14 years old when she marched. She was so scared. The woman who is 111, she made her go through with the march because she said, if you walk away now, you'll let your fears guide you and rule you forever.
But I know somehow that only when it is dark enough can you see the stars.
We can't go back because we've come too far. And I don't believe that God brought us this far to leave us. There might be setbacks and even setups, but with God on our side, we will step up and stand up for what is right, what is just, and what is true. As my father prophetically said on April 3rd, 1968, we've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop.
I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you,
want you to know tonight.
But we as a people will get to the promised land. And so if no billy club, no biting dogs, no water hoses, no cattle prods could stop them or turn them around, then no ice or ice rays will turn us around. It will not turn us around or freeze our efforts to protest, because as Daddy said, the greatness of America is the right to protest for right. No DEI removals or DEI bans will break our resolve to create a just, equitable, and inclusive society. We will rise because the hour demands it.